The goal that eventually beat Southampton was scored by a player they thought wouldn't make the grade. But after 12 without success, Sunderland are back in the top 6 thanks to 2 wins in a row. It was also a match with 2 penalties, although this wasn't one of them. Appeals waved away when Alex Ray went down in the challenge with Taha El-Khalej. Sunderland did take the lead, though, in the 14th minute. Niall Quinn's control and perfectly weighted lob, leaving Paul Jones completely stranded. Despite Southampton appeals for offside, the goal stood and left Saints struggling. Matt Le Tissier was introduced in the second half to add some creativity, but when Hossein Kachloul stooped to head in what he thought was an equaliser, the effort was disallowed for offside. The game was effectively sealed 4 minutes from time. Klaus Lundekvam pulling down Kevin Kilban in the box and giving a Saints old boy the chance to score from the spot. Former right-back Kevin Phillips has come a long way. That was his 27th goal of the campaign. There was still time for one more penalty and a notable milestone. An error by Sunderland, followed by Darren Williams' handball, spotted by ref Paul Durkin, enabling Le Tissier to score his 100th Premier League goal for Southampton. Relief for Sunderland, but Southampton remain 8 points above the drop zone with 7 to go. Southampton 1, Sunderland 2.
I was disappointed with the result. I was disappointed with the performance, and I felt that over the 90 minutes, although we've had 2 great chances to get something out of the game, I think that they've only papered over the cracks of the performance, really, if we had got something out of the game, because I felt we were second best all day.
That was the best football we played for a long time, when we looked confident and we looked like the side we were early in the season. I was pleased with the way the players went about.
What do you need when you've lost your last 3 games and not won for 5? A visit from struggling Watford, of course. Mark Hughes got 1 goal for Southampton earlier in the season, and now he's got one for his new club too. Former Luton man Mark Pembridge with the service. Everton doubled their lead on the half hour. Mark Hughes fed Nicky Barmby, and Barmby picked out little Joe Max Moore. But Walter Smith's side didn't have it all their own way in this meeting of the 1984 FA Cup finalists. Young Tommy Smith's shown a few times already that he's not overawed by Premiership defences. His run and neat pass played in Alan Smart, who netted for the 3rd game in a row. Sadly for the Hornets, they were unable to complete a comeback. A minute later, they were 3-1 down. Joe Max Moore got on the end of a Mark Hughes cross to net his 2nd of the game and his 6th Premiership goal. And that was how it stayed until 10 minutes from the end, when Watford again reduced the arrears to 1. Michael Hyde netted to add to the one he got at Bradford City back in January. Once again, though, a Watford goal brought the best out of Everton. Or was it the worst out of the visitors' defence? Either way, Stephen Hughes was able to claim his first for Everton since signing from Arsenal, and with defending like that, it comes as little surprise that it was the 75th that Graham Taylor's team have conceded since leaving the Nationwide League.
Watford obviously lost a few games by the league possession, but you know, a lot of them have been tight matches and they keep fighting all the time. And that was the way the game was. We managed to get in front, and you know, they kept themselves in the game all the time. So we were pleased to win, and pleased that our 2 strikers got on the score sheet today after a couple of games without a great reward for an awful lot of work.
We gave goals away for fun. We were very naive with our defending. We seemed to operate under a new rule where it was, if you put the ball in our box, we'll let you be first to it, and it cost us dearly.
So the league schedule was almost complete. I mean almost, because they're not done after Saturday's games. 1 league game left on the schedule. Derby entertaining the now financially troubled team from Leicester. To Pride Park we go for the highlights of this one. Ready for kickoff at Pride Park, and Martin O'Neill, he's looking a bit worried. There he is. The match has just begun, Martin. There's hope, isn't there? No, not really. Didn't take Derby long. The ball swings to Craig Burley, who rockets it into the net. That came in the 15th minute. Back after injury, Burley with a long-range strike, and it was 1-0. And now a horrendous injury. This is not going to be pretty, people. Stan Collymore goes down. The ref quickly waves for help. He sees how serious it is. Collymore's leg was twisted horribly. You can see he's in agonizing pain. Matt Elliott. Boy, does he know this is a serious injury. What happened to Collymore, he fell on his ankle and it snapped underneath him. He was taken off the field. His left leg was broken. The Pride Park faithful, they show support for Stan the Man. Now, injury time near the end of the first half. Seth Johnson plays it into the box. Rory Delap gets his head on it, and Derby has a 2-goal lead. 2-0 after that one by Mr. Delap. Now, still in the 45th minute because of injury time. Franco Strupper with a free kick. Peggy made the good save, but then Dean Sturridge put it where it belonged and then took off his shirt and says, "I will pump you up." Hey, he's been in the gym, hasn't he? Second half now. Neil Lennon pokes at the ball after the whistle, and that means yellow card. He says, "I didn't hear it." "Sorry, sir. But that's your second booking, so you've got to go." Sent off. Now, Muzzy Izzet with a good cross into the box here. Steve Guppy heads it home, but don't celebrate yet. Matt Elliott was offsides. It will not count. Martin O'Neill, a devastating day. 3-0 the final. Derby County, the winners. So with all the Premier League games